How do you get financing for a brand new startup business? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to decode for you right now. I'm actually going to walk through 5 of the best ways for you to get capital for a startup business. So if you're thinking about launching a business or you already launched and you know you need money, you're going to love this training because I'm going to decode the 5 best ways, most of which most business owners know nothing about, to actually get all the money you need to start, launch a business, and even grow and scale the business as quickly as you actually see fit. So we got a lot to cover in this training. Let's dive in right now. All right, so look, you might believe that there's no way to get funding for a startup, and that's probably because you're looking for the wrong kind of financing or the wrong kind of lenders. So let's start there. Don't walk into your bank when you need money. Look, the reality is banks are a great place to get loans, credit lines, and credit cards for a business, but not in the startup phase. Banks focus on low risk, and startups inherently are high risk. So that's the last place that you want to look. Instead, you want to focus on one of these categories I'm going to break down because these are the best and easiest places to get the money you need to launch the business. Category number 1 is business credit. It's my number 1 category because it's the easiest to get. If you just started a business today, you can get out there and in 30 to 60 days start getting $10,000 to $20,000 limit credit cards. In 6 months or less, you're getting $40,000 to $50,000 limit credit cards. Business credit literally lets your business fund itself. It doesn't need personal guarantees from you, personal credit checks. You don't need revenue. You don't need collateral. You don't need all the stuff that a brand new startup business typically doesn't have, right? So business credit is a great way to fund a business because you can start getting credit right away. Like our clients get starter vendors they use to run Facebook ads and Google ads and build their website and get office supplies. Most of the stuff you need to launch a business, you can even use starter vendors in the very beginning of building business credit to get. Then once those vendors start to report the credit to the reporting agencies, then you're able to start getting credit on like every major retailer, Best Buy, Apple, Home Depot, Lowe's, Costco, Sam's Club, Office Depot, Staples. You get the idea. Even Nordstrom and Macy's offer this kind of business credit without a personal guarantee, without a personal credit check in many cases, right? So now at this stage, you're able to use business credit to fund the entire startup of the business. You're able to get credit cards at major retailers. You're able to get credit cards for fuel, repair, and maintenance of vehicles. You're able to get auto financing. You're even able to get Visa, MasterCard, American Express, what's called universal credit, and that can pay for like 95% of what you have to pay for to launch the business. It's easy to get. You can get it right away. It's why it's the first one I want to dive into. Now, option 2 is called Credit Line Hybrid. Credit Line Hybrid is one of those programs a lot of entrepreneurs do not know anything about, but I absolutely love it. Our average startup client is getting $60,000 to $70,000 in credit lines using this program. And depending on how high your credit limits are now, you can get up to $150,000 in financing. Here's the best part. You can get 0% interest for up to 18 months, and you can take the cash out at 0%. It's why this is the top program for real estate investors because they're able to come in, get $100,000, $150,000 in money. They're able to take the cash out at 0% to use to buy it for their first flip, then use business credit to do all the repairs on the property, right? So keep this in mind as you start using multiple of these different types of financing options, then you're able to then multiply the amount of capital that you're actually getting. So Credit Line Hybrid, you can get approved at creditsuite.com/CLH. It's the best program I've ever found for startups. Warning, you need to have good personal credit to get approved. For this one program, you need to have good personal credit. If you don't have personal credit, that's fine. There's plenty of options like business credit that could work and others I'm going to talk about. But for this program, you or a signer, someone who's willing to be a personal guarantor, needs to have good personal credit to get approved, like 680, 700 top FICO scores. That brings me to third option. The third option is called asset-based lending. This is the biggest category of business funding. Like there's more different types of loans and credit lines in this category than all other types of credit and financing combined. Now, asset-based lending is when you have some kind of asset that you can pledge as collateral. Typical assets are stocks, bonds, 401ks, or IRAs. They could be you or somebody else. Maybe you have a family member, a friend that wants to be an investor, wants to help you launch a business. You can use their stocks, bonds, 401ks, or IRAs. Other assets that can work are inventory and maybe equipment. Maybe you're buying equipment or you're buying inventory. You can use financing for that as a startup. Maybe you already have inventory or equipment or somebody else does. You could leverage to be able to get money. Those are options as well. You also can use vehicles, commercial, or you can use personal. You can use real estate. You could use personal consumer real estate. You can use commercial real estate. Okay, you can even use cryptocurrency. So the thing here is, do you have some kind of asset or does someone around you have asset they're willing to pledge that you can use as collateral for financing? If you have that, congratulations, you're probably going to qualify for funding within this category. Now that brings me to option number 4. And option number 4 is angel investors. Look, you can go to people around you that are called affiliated angels to raise money. These people might want interest. These people might want some small slither of ownership interest in the business. Once you get money from these angels, you can bring in what are called unaffiliated angels that are people that are not affiliated with you. These are actual angel investors. Now, they like to see that people that know, like, and trust you are willing to put in money because that's a good sign of your credibility, right? But when they see that, then they start to put in money, and this could give you tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to launch the business initially. Keep in mind, that's all we're trying to do. Once you get this business off the ground and start generating revenue, all types of financing become available. Revenue lending, merchant cash advances, term loans, SBA loans. But right now, we need to get the capital you need to start generating that revenue. 6 months after you're generating that revenue, boom, it becomes explosive of how much funding becomes available for you. So keep that in mind. And that brings me to the last category. And the last category is kind of a mixed match. I don't even know how to say it. You can see I don't edit these videos. Isn't that cool? So this is like a mix of different types of financing that can work. Most importantly are grants and crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is only going to typically work for you if you have like some kind of unique, really cool widget thing that you're doing that nobody else has done. If you do that, then the crowd, your peers, see that, say it's awesome, and they want in and they start putting money in. Kickstarter, Indiegogo are examples of where crowdfunding can be successful. Now, then we also have grants, and you can go to grants.gov to get government grants. The government accounts for more grants than any other source. And you can look at all the grants that are available for you based on the industry that you're in and other factors as well. Grants are free money that don't have to be paid back. And if you learn and master grants, then the possibility is really good that you can get all the money you need to grow the business just from grants. So there you have it. Those are the categories of money that you can get as a startup. Number 1, we're building business credit, and that's going to help us get other financing, by the way, and it can be used for a business to completely fund itself. Then we're looking at credit line hybrid. Then we're looking at asset-based lending. Next, we're looking at angel investors. This is also called private money, right? Private equity, because we're exchanging equity ownership in our business for the money. We're not giving up or we're not taking on debt. And that brings me to number 5, which is this mix of different products, which could be crowdfunding and grants. There you have it. What? You came into this not even thinking you could get money for a startup, and you're just left with 5 entire categories of funding that you're able to get. So now you're on your way. Hey, by the way, if we can help you, let us know. This is what we do at Credit Suite. We help you improve your fundability to get more approvals and stop denials, build your business credit so your business can fund itself, and access all business financing options in one place. So get in touch with us. You're entitled to a free assessment. We'll walk you through, help you improve your fundability, give you tips to build your business credit, and talk about the funding you can get right now. Oh, and by the way, if you got value from this training, like and subscribe, and make sure you keep your eye out for our next training where we talk about more cool ways to get the money you need to start and grow your business.